So I'm going through an interesting issue facing this disability of mine, this post-concussive disorder that I'm dealing with, and it's in my career. The first problem is that as soon as it happened, everything I thought I wanted, I don't want anymore. So that's problem number one, because I'd invested a lot of time in one company, in a career direction, and in education. I took commercial crop production, commercial crop greenhouse production and business management in university, and that's really kind of, I don't know, specialized field. So, and I don't work in an industry where there's like 1,000 companies that do the same thing. It's pretty monopolized. Not really monopolized, but I mean, it's, centralized anyway. So there's not a lot of jumping around to do or whatever. So I was faced with a career issue. Then when I went back to work, I thought, well, that's okay, because, the company I work for is getting into organics and I'm really into that. So there might be a place for me with my new interests, or not really that I had any new interests, actually. It's that the things that I used to be interested in, I no longer was interested in. I was going through like a health and safety corporate training direction before, and fuck that now. Worst thing is, I go back to a job, and even just like a rudimentary entry level position kind of stuff, like I went back to basics. I suck even at that because my memory issues are a problem, and the pain obviously is an issue. Even my doctor, has me on 6 hours a day, so I can't even do a full day. And now what happens is a job that I'm totally qualified for, and I have the tenure to get it. I'm even going to say that if it wasn't for this injury, that job would be mine. And I can't even apply for it, not because anybody told me I'm not allowed to, but because I know I would be a laughingstock if I applied right now, because I can barely do what I'm doing now. And there's no way I could handle this job in the shape that I'm in. Although before my injury, I would have rocked it. So when the job posting came up, and I found out that a coworker of mine that has only been there a year was urged to apply, and I've been there for like 4, I literally came home and cried. I cried all night. Not because of that job, and not because I don't want this kid to get it, because honestly, he would rock at it. He'd be awesome. I would actually recommend it, that he get it. But that I'm no longer capable of doing it. That's a huge blow for me. And what am I going to do now? And how many other promotions am I going to miss? And that also means pay increases I'm going to miss. I'm living in a fucking ghetto. I don't want to live here forever. I don't want to stay at a company where I know right now I'm not wanted and I'm never going to grow. But then where can I grow if I can't even make it here? And what am I going to do? So I'm really upset right now, and nobody's returning my phone calls. And I really need to talk to somebody about my career and my future, because this is huge. And then what happens today? My dream job, forget this stupid promotion, my dream job in terms of where my head is at now comes available. A full-time contract for a permaculture coordinator. Oh my God, permaculture coordinator? Right? That's perfect for me. And I can't do it, so I can't apply. So now I feel like I'm slave trapped to the place I'm at that doesn't want me because I'm in the middle of a WSIB thing. My family wants to move. My father-in-law sold his house. We could move tomorrow if we wanted. And I can't because I don't know what's going to happen with this job. Am I allowed to change jobs? What else can I do? And it's not like I need some big fancy career. And it's okay. Let's just say I can't do permaculture thing because I'm not well. I went to a garden center to get some advice on my gnat problem. And nobody knew fuck. I'm serious. They didn't know piss bugger all about any of the products they sold. And not because I'm some master gardener, but anywhere that I've worked, I made sure I knew every fucking thing we sold, what it did, how it worked, what it wasn't good at. I knew everything about everything we sold, which is why I was always one of the best salespeople anywhere I've ever worked. Because I know my product. And because I can know my product, I can give people what they need. And because I do it the first time, they will always come back looking for me. I make sure of it. Everywhere I've gone, I have clients that I still keep in touch with, even though I'm no longer with those companies. So when I go and I get bad service, I'm disappointed because I would give anything to be able to do that job. Even though it's a shit little garden center job, I would actually enjoy it. I would love to be around those plants all day long caring for them. I would love to be able to tell people what pesticide to use or how to fix a problem or what to put in their yard. I would enjoy that. I would get pure enjoyment out of that. And here's this lazy bitch who wasn't in the mood. And I mean, I'm there with a cane and I'm asking for help and she looks annoyed that I need help. Who does that? You know? I was there to spend money. I went there because it's payday and I want to spend some money on horticulture sand and, fertilizers or whatever the fuck. I was there to spend some money and I would have spent a hell of a lot more money if she spent a little bit of time with me. So I should be there, not her. Even as wobbly or whatever as I am, I should be there. But I know that if I go on an interview, I'm going to slur or I have a neck problem, I can't lift stuff, and I'm wobbly with my cane, and they're going to find out I have a falling issue. No one's going to hire me. So I feel like I'm trapped. I'm a slave. I want to move.